everybody. We're going to be starting Return to Monkey Island today. Got my Monkey Island shirt on. That's probably being screened to shit, but whatever. It's there. Anyway, we'll jump in real quick. Oh, right. Is it ready to be played yet? It should be. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short stream if it isn't. There we go. Okay, hang on. Let me shrink. Ugh. Open Twitch as well so I can keep an eye on things. Alright, so Return to Monkey Island only released today. It's been quite a number of years since Monkey Island 2, which is where this game scrapbook. Read the scrapbook if you are new to Monkey Island or need a refresher. Okay, sure, let's do that. It'll save me having to do it.
Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Can I put subtitles on? Sorry, let's just go back real quick. Text and language. Text and speech, text and speech, speech only, text and speech. Right. That way, if I'm talking over things, you'll be able to see it. Is there correct English? English from England? No? Only England from English from America? Okay, that makes sense, but whatever. Hang on, let me have a look at these other interface things. Display the speaker's name. Yes. Have a look at these later, but these seems fine. Hey, Doom Training, how's it go? Release date. Pterodactyl, no, not first. Almost got there in time. How you guys doing? Ship motion fed, yeah, this is fine. For now, anyway. Rendering quality on the Switch, I'll probably leave it alone. Alright, the scrapbook.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Sure, let's do that.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty Pirate?
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
This is just correct.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion.
Yeah, you broke into
Security was heavy.
Governor Marley's mansion, and there's like a pretty funny aside thing where it's all behind the game screen. You don't get to actually see anything, where he's like trying to solve a puzzle that you can't see, which is pretty funny.
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Indeed. Elaine gets kidnapped.
Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
Goddamn LeChuck. Then I had to recruit our friends.
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
Carla was the local swordmaster. Meathook was, I think he's a chef in the first game, but he eventually becomes an artist. And Otis was in prison for undisclosed crimes.
LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine.
I mean, he is still.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
Sort of falsified. You very much
Monkey
falsified.
Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same.
There's like a journal that you need to read, and it's like this guy keeps making weird shit for their dinner when they're on a voyage, and eventually he makes this weird thing, and they end up at Monkey Island somehow. It's like he ends up steering them towards in a hallucinogenic dream, and you have to make the same thing, basically.
On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath.
It's the second largest monkey head I've ever seen.
The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there.
Herman Toothrot.
He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface.
You needed the disembodied head of his first mate, I think, to find your way through the cavern.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists.
This is Lemonhead. I think he's rewritten in Curse of Monkey Island. They go vegan or something, vegetarian.
We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay?
It's voodoo root
I
beer, though,
defeated
not just the
LeChuck,
regular
and he
kind.
basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
Which is the second game.
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times.
And then it mightn't go into it in the scrapbook, but Wally also ends up being captured by LeChuck.
The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her.
The game itself is told in this kind of framing device, and that it starts with Guybrush in this position, and he's just retelling how they ended up getting there.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once.
I'm not sure if International House of Mojo makes sense to people outside of United States. It's like, it's meant to be a joke about the International House of Pancakes, which is a breakfast fast food place there. Nowhere else in the world, as far as I know. I'm not sure if the joke makes sense, but whatever.
Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I.
LeChuck got a voodoo doll. Like, basically it's a reverse of the first game, where you have a voodoo doll of LeChuck. You use that to beat him. The second game, he has a voodoo doll of you.
One time, Elaine got turned into a statue.
Oh, they're keeping this
Chuck's
story.
behind it,
I
of
thought
course.
they were chucking
The
this
guy never
story.
gives up.
This is the third game, Curse of Monkey Island. Didn't think they'd keep this.
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture.
IHOP is holy ground. Please don't blaspheme against this. I don't know anything about it. I've never been.
I got eaten by a snake.
Gets eaten by a snake. You have to give it syrup of ipecac to get it to throw you back up.
I got buried alive.
Yeah, but we did that on purpose so we could get into the fancy tomb.
I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine.
It turns out the volcano god is lactose intolerant, and we gave them cheese. You're meant to sacrifice people to it or whatever, but no. We sacrificed a big wheel of cheese instead, and it erupted.
It was around this time that I met
Murray!
the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle.
Murray is probably one of the best parts of the whole series. He is a talking skull who is completely... doesn't let his situation get him down. Let's put it that way.
Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker.
So I figured, or at least I thought, Ron Gilbert had said that they were gonna dismiss this story, and they were just gonna start the game over from LeChuck's Revenge. But no, this is the entirety of Curse of Monkey Island right here.
This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do.
Okay.
It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think.
So.
Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire.
I thought
and
they were
tried to use
ignoring
a
these
mystical
stories.
talisman to make Elaine his bride.
This is Escape from Monkey Island. This is the fourth one where you make a monkey mecha and have Mortal Kombat against LeChuck's mecha. Don't play Escape from Monkey Island, it's not very good.
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her.
Charles L. Charles replaces her. Is very much just LeChuck in disguise.
Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
This is Tales from Monkey Island. This is the Telltale game.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy.
He had to cut his hand off because it had the pox.
Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less.
They had a bit of a riff on Jonah and the whale, where, Jonah lives for however many years in the belly of a whale. Only it's Monkey Island, so it's a manatee. I knew Morgan Le Fay was going to be in this game, but I didn't think they would use the Telltale story, because, again, I thought they were ignoring these stories.
The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death.
This time it did, though.
I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Love did win out in the end. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Okay, are they going to explain the whole... I didn't know there was this many games. Yeah, there's 5? If you count the Telltale series as one game, then 5. There have been 5 Monkey Island games.
I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg...
Note to self, get more paper for the rest of my adventures. Very good. Okay, so are they keeping those stories or what? Strange. Anyway, right, let's begin. New game. Here we go. Casual mode or hard mode? It's probably not a good idea to do hard mode right away, right? All the story and all the fun, but with casual puzzles for the busy on-the-go player. More puzzles, harder puzzles, the full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants, oh fuck it, let's do hard mode. This is gonna be a mistake. Unexpected story begins. The full monkey, absolutely. Full monkey time.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Okay, this is the end of
Will
LeChuck's
you promise to
revenge.
stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Yes, this is literally the end of it.
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Okay. They don't pretend to be their parents. They actually
on,
are their
let's go.
parents in the LeChuck's Revenge.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
The Big Whoop amusement park. It's at this point where LeChuck turns like
Sorry, boys,
literally
could
to
you
the
stop
camera and is
following
like
us?
has
It's
sparkling
creepy.
eyes and stuff.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there. Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those. No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
The sign is gone.
What should we do next? We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
The whole amusement park thing is gone. The whole thing.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Okay, I was wondering how the point and click aspect would work.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Alright.
Exhibit removed. Aw.
I once got a
What the fuck?
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
This would be great for apple bobbing. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Right, yeah. One sec.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Alright, whatever, let's do that.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Oh, is it in here? Right. Alright, one scurvy dog, please. Use the thing on the right to cycle through different objects. Okay, so this is how they're gonna handle point and click.
I once
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Whatever.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Or else. Or else. Okay, you kind of order some scurvy
How
dogs.
much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what
Got
a
it.
piece of 8 is. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Gross. Make fun of his glasses.
Those glasses are thicker
it's the
than
same
the layer
one.
of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Oof. Okay, we know how much they cost.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
It's not what I asked. I asked how much is it.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Gross.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Ah, rip off. Alright, give me some scurvy dogs.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up,
You
you
can't
little
see, though.
moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids.
Same.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
It's not 50 kids though, it's just me.
I guess, never mind.
Alright, we need a piece
I
of 8.
know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Gross. Don't slip on the grease.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
How'd you get the leg though? Okay. Examine the outhouse key.
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
Makes sense.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Chien is a dog, alright. I don't know what a scoreboard is. Buy scurvy dogs, find a key. Okay, found the outhouse key. Good. Let's move. Let's move, Chucky. Grab?
I can stand on my head
Grab.
without using my hands.
Unlock.
Good, you unlocked it.
Okay. It's a bit cumbersome, but whatever, it works. Ugh.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Gross. Gross. Search for coins in the toilet, yes.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
I don't want to do it.
Ugh.
There's a rat in there. Awful.
Gross. Gross.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Smell the sludge.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
Do it.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
Come on, Chucky.
I never wash my hands.
Right,
I have an
that's-
extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Gross. Alright, we got a fake coin, and the guy can't see properly, so maybe it'll work.
That's where the outhouse key was.
Do I give it back to him then?
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Yes. Actually, what I really want is free scurvy dog. Give him the coin.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Dude, this art style looks legit. Why were people mad? It's just because it didn't match Curse of Monkey Island, which is the one most people are familiar with. And to be fair, Curse of Monkey Island looks really good, so...
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Gross, 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 gross.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want to be a mighty pirate.
I wonder where those two people we were following went.
Alright, that seems like something to do. Mess around and explore, find our real parents. Okay, hang on. He doesn't want to get scurvy dogs anymore, so can I tie him up?
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Just no now. Alright. Can I entice the parrot down?
Sounds real.
Maybe I can entice him down with a scurvy dog.
This is the perfect
That's
food.
not what I meant to do. Yeah, no, go. Yeah, parrot. Okay, so they've undone the whole using items that don't work on things. They're just red line doesn't work. I suppose it's better. They don't have to record all the lines of Guybrush just
That's my
saying,
friend D.
not this,
Hey, D.
not that,
Hey, Chucky,
not this.
what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
Hey, I need that. You better not have given me a shit ton of
Here.
tasks.
Perfect. See you around the park, Zitheads.
Zit heads. Fuck you, little shit. Okay, that's a lot of stuff to do. Alright.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have.
Okay,
Did
reply
you
guy
know
D.
that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat. Shot
I'm
from
not gonna
cannons
skip the
at
dialogue, but
grapple
I
when you were
appreciate
trying
the
to board
prompts.
another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor,
Holy
if you
shit,
look
she's
close,
still
you can
going.
tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds
Doesn't
of
wood
people
float?
invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies.
Don't woods
but
float?
the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an
Okay, she's
expert
done.
on anchors. I read a lot.
Ugh. My whole life flashed before my eyes there. If you missed anything, you can press the left button to see previous lines. Yeah, wait. Can I see more than just the last line? Okay, he just keeps going back. Cool. Hopscotch? You wanna play hopscotch? Anybody? No, okay. What's this?
Hey, Chucky. Wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Meow. Eat shit, Chucky. You okay, Chucks? Okay. How are we doing on our list? Feed the duck. Alright. Take some bread. Got it.
Hey, hands off.
No. Take some bread.
That's our bread.
Alright, Chucky.
I wonder where this path goes.
Fine, let's follow this path then. I'll figure out how to get the bread in a second.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox. Let's be frank, you can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level!
Very good.
I win!
What?
I win!
You guys are both pretty weak.
Hey.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Alright, so that's insult sword fighting?
Did you know you can keep
Wooden
a
Anchor
scurvy
Company
dog
sounds
warm
like mafia
by
investment
sticking it
scheme.
in
Oh
your
yeah,
armpit?
absolutely. What's this?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Hang on, pick up the ketchup. How do I do that?
You should put that on your scurvy dog. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my
How do
tongue.
I do that? Nice. Can I feed you to the duck? No, to the duck. Yeah, feed the. Hang on. Feed the duck.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Ugh.
I want to feed the duck.
Alright, we gotta figure out how to get them away from their bread.
I want to say 2
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I'll find it. That was easy. Hold down both L and R at the same time to highlight nearby objects. Okay.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
That's what you get, D. Alright, feed the duck we haven't done. Make a wish at the wishing well. Okay.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Oh, wrong one. Chucky had a mustache. I wish Steve would disappear. I wish for a cool plant. I wish for another scurvy dog. I wish we could speak backwards. Wish for a cool plant, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, give me a cool plant.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
God damn it, T. I should have meant you to disappear.
I take it back. That was the best.
Okay, now we still gotta figure out how to get to the bread. Maybe I can get Chucky
In
to...
France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
A cool plant.
Don't feed the duck.
But you're feeding the duck. Meow. Okay, what's in the basket?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Yoink, I knew
Did
it.
you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
I find that unlikely, but okay. Bread. Examine the bread.
I stole it from that couple.
Sure did. Nice. Okay, good. All done. Alright, we've done the mess around, find our real parents. Maybe they're in the next area.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Or guy brushes, kids? Or boy brushes, at least?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like
Well,
it
that's
when
one way
Chucky
to
asked
do
me
it.
to put
That's-
his leg back on.
That's one way
He
to
says
connect
it's
stories.
really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I
It's-
think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick
you
around.
sit right
This is
here,
a good
kid.
one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Okay. Is this the real game? This is the real game now. We're out of the tutorial. Don't do it. Don't play the music. I can't handle it. Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. Feels good, man. Feels good. Dinky game engine. Okay, so they got rid of the Scum engine. Well, obviously, it doesn't feel at all like the Scum engine. I assume that's LeChuck's ship in the bottom left. And the lone fire at the top is where we started Monkey Island, the very first one. Alright, A Friendly Place, part 1. Or rather, part 1, A Friendly Place.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of
You
pirating
said
in
it.
the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Mighty Pirate.
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, this might take a
You know,
while.
freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway,
Cursed
no,
crew?
I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
There's a lot of these.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how
He's
he
got you
found
there,
out,
look. He's got
but
you there,
I'm sure
Guybrush.
he's just doing this to get one up on me. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
Listen
That's
here, look
not
out.
the point.
Listen here, you little shit.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land.
He's not a demon
Nefarious,
zombie ghost pirate
conniving, murdering
anymore.
scallywag, a depraved, ruthless villain, and a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
What? Still?
Exactly.
They're still
That's
here?
Why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
Yeah, I
I
know.
know where I'm going.
I know where it
You'll
is.
see.
I know where it is, old man.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Can I not? I want to talk to the rat. Oh well.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Correct. Okay, do you have anything else to say?
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Yeah,
Well, I was just
probably.
about to head down there.
Okay, so I can go to the island interior or down to the docks. Down to the docks.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on
Governor!
toughness.
Good job, Carla.
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Blackguard, whatever. Scumbar.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes.
Like us in the first game. Not go in.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking to you, though.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Yoink. Like, in the back of the scum bar is a giant whale, the kitchen, the cellar, a fishing trophy. Well, let's find out. Probably, I think it's pretty sure it's the kitchen, but let's check.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In
you're
fact,
not them,
you'd
though.
probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
You're kids.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Correct.
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Oh, I've been building up to this. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison. Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't
She,
everything.
she
Then
99
the
and
others were
everything.
Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Surprising monetary value. It's surprising incredible cultural value. It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved. It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it. It's all of these, really. It's anything you want it to be.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
I'm gonna enjoy killing you three.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Could you consider advancing me some funds? I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. The percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Backing, I can work it out.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why
we're not
waste
gonna go
money
after
on an
him?
expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Sigh.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I don't need you or your money.
Kinda do, really.
I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Okay. What's our new thing? Find all these things? Use wads of cash to outfit expedition. Well, that's not gonna happen. Get or find a ship. Okay. Find the secret of Monkey Island and relive the glory days. What was I gonna do? Trivia book. Yeah. Pretty sure it's the kitchen. Yeah. Ding. Any more? There's a lot of pages. 10 pages. Okay. That's a lot.
Elaine?
What you doing here, babes?
Guybrush.
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
Oh, you better believe
I
it, kid.
will, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses.
No.
Elaine!
Guybrush.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
As your scurvy prevention project.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sound like we both met Captain Madison.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
Yeah.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
Ugh,
She doesn't
great.
understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Agreed. I have to get going. You probably have to get going. Feel better just talking to you. Oh.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye
This
first.
could go on for a while.
No, you say bye first.
Okay. It sounds like it's the same audio. Let's go to
No,
the third
you
one.
say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
I'm not pulling it down, I'm taking it.
It doesn't look finished. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
What did she do there?
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Correct. Okay.
They're having a half-off sale.
The House of Voodoo's going out of sale. The House of Mojo, rather.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Hey, Voodoo
Welcome,
lady.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
How long? Really long time? I mean, ever since we last saw each other, it's been years.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
Yeah, it's fine. I have none of those.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Right? Not ideal.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
Is it that I'm doing it the same? Am I essentially repeating the first game?
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to
Okay,
come.
I think this is the
It can
game's
tell me my future?
hint
In a
system.
way, think of it as a book of hints.
Yeah.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use
Makes
it
sense.
wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now
Appreciate
you
it.
must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
Stop trying to send me to the docks.
Most assuredly.
Oh, I just got kicked out.
Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. This place has kind of gone downhill. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
We rescued him in fucking the Shuck's Revenge.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Ha. Yoink. Okay, what's the trivia card? Volcano Monkey Island is filled with discarded game design documents. Very good. This is a trick question. Crap. No! Can I pick it up again? Shit.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Okay, old woman.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
A little bit.
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hey,
Hi
what's
there.
up?
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Okay, we've no reason to be in here, so we'll come back in a sec. What actually is my next thing to do? It's just this. Okay. Oh, wait. wait. I know who's in here.
Visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis, back in prison.
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And
Stan!
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How
Indeed.
nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you,
You got
busted
me out of
out
jail.
right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
I'd have to get a seal or a mold of it.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Guessing that's also illegal.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends.
Yeah. Carla and Otis were
Anyway,
former
they aren't even
crewmates.
her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's
All right, we'll
custard
see
night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Number 3.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Ah. Well, that'll do it. Creepy spider.
Eek! A spider! At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean...
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Okay. Alright. Hey, Stan.
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
What did you do, Stan?
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
I hadn't picked up on the music yet, but that's Stan's theme that's very low in the background.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Lame.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people?
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want.
Right.
Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud.
Stan,
It's all
what have
just
you done?
marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Sure, there's no way. Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
No.
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Don't let my crew talk to Stan. The mutiny on you.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks,
That is
but
fair.
no thanks.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
All right.
Sure thing.
I'll do that.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I wanted to look at these.
How's your day going?
Trivia card.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Yeah. That's that's it. Okay, so you can probably talk to the locksmith now. Alright, another trivia thing. Will I fuck this one up? Oh, for fuck. Nope, don't know. I don't want to lose the card. Although at this point, I don't think I can
Welcome
get the other
back.
one back.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Oh, trivia card. Okay.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
Very
Kidding,
good.
right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Fair enough.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Seems wrong that you make a key.
Seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Hey, the man's older. The man's older. I don't know. How's it going? Yeah, it's cool so far. Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
You don't need the key either. Fair enough.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Indeed. Can I borrow your...
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Looks awesome, so nostalgic, yeah. Like, when the title music came on, I was... You know... It was emotional. Okay. Who's the old lady in the window?
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Weird.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Powerful.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the
Fair enough.
docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Okay.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Same.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's that lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
Impressive.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas. And please don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear. And please don't touch the glass.
I'm not touching it.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people
Okay,
from
she's
stealing
repeating
his
herself.
front doormat.
Try again.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure
She's
their
repeating
apartments.
herself now. Okay.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's that key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
My house?
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
Can I have it?
Please, don't touch the glass.
Can I have the key to my own house? What's it doing in your shop?
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Okay. How do you do that?
These are nice.
Thanks.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Fair. I am attached to them.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
Fishing
It's a
lure.
fishing lure, of
Fishing
course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Perhaps.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Look. Also, she's bald. Anyway. I think that's That's it. Okay. So I guess I need to find a magnifying glass if I want to see the serial number on Otis's lock. It's in this alleyway.
Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
Okay. That's all that's back here. Do I have anything that would open it? Oh, it's the horse armor.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
This is a stupid pre-order joke. Horse armor is originally from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's like the beginning of cosmetic DLC, pretty much. And if you had pre-ordered Monkey Island, which I did, you get this item. It does absolutely nothing.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
A few coins, okay. Monkey Island is very clear to not tell you the exact number of coins you have. Alright, Governor's Mansion, Governor's Mansion. Maybe Carla will pay to get rid of me. It's gonna hurt.
Guybrush Threepwood.
It's me, Mighty Pirate.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Fair.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
Well, that
I like
explains
that woman less every minute.
the church.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Yeah, I know. Assumed.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
Okay, but that was a lot of offense.
Unlikely, but still possible?
No. If you want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
No. That's boring. I want to do a series of increasingly ridiculous puzzles to recruit people.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one.
Darn.
We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
think you're
LeChuck's.
talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Yeah, but not with LeChuck.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's about me. Borrow? No? Borrow.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You
not
never
like you're reading
brought
them.
back the last book you borrowed.
Listen.
I had to buy another counter. You never even apologized.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
What does she need? A different book?
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island.
No.
Oh. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Shift-to-shift combat strategies place. Stupid Captain Madison. Beauty tricks you can do at home.
Warning. Do not try these tricks at home.
Got it.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Oh, okay. Doink.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Okay, what else we got? We could talk to Carla. Chip in a bottle?
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Neat. Did I break it? No, okay. Doesn't look like it. Give me the trivia card. I know there's one there. Just give it to me. Give it. Give me the trivia card. Right.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
I wonder if Meathook did her portrait. Can I go up the stairs?
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Wow. Anything further this way? No. Okay. Alright, so she needs something for me to replace the book. Probably the one in the locksmith's place. It appears to be the same book. Take the back way into the island exterior, okay. Cool. The overland map. Okay, Governor's Mansion. That's back to town, which I don't want to go to. What's this? Forest? No. Stan's place? Alright, Stan's place.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
That's what we're here for.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Ouch, Stan.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Tan's.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
It is a rust bucket.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Well, my sea sponge now.
Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Okay. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the sponge, but I have it.
It's good for relieving stress. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Has anything changed in this? No. Alright, not much can be done there. What's down here? Nothing. I assume more places.
This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes.
Wow.
I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them. Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is
Oh.
the cable to his island.
No, a rubber
That's
chicken
just
with a
as
pulley in the
given
middle.
The worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Damn it. Alright, back to town. Or back to the docks. I don't want to go to the ship. Just go to the docks. Alright, down the docks. This appears to be where everyone is sending me. The ship.
How clever. Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Alright.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
Very good. You look alive.
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby.
I'm never gonna be a swabby.
Equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Actually, I'd love to be a swabby. Have you got anything more senior?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I don't know what a bosun does, so...
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
No.
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got
I
for
don't
that?
know. What does a
I can
bosun
hold my
do?
breath for 10 minutes.
She's undead.
Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time.
What? He's
okay?
changed it?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree.
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
But you guys are undead. What do you need a surgeon for?
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute.
You don't
What's
have a
your
mop.
name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck, nephew.
Oh, ballsy play, Andrew. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it.
Shit.
In fact, you are the
You
blacklist.
are the
I'm
whole
sorry,
thing.
can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty pirate.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Correct. Alright, gotta find him up. Also, we gotta find Murray, because he's around here somewhere.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Okay. I'm stuck. Can I talk to you some more?
Hey,
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
What else you got?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop,
I'd hire you, but you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Hey.
What is it?
I'm here to annoy you.
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't
Okay,
give you the
well,
job.
she said that a few
Sorry.
times now. Right, got to not look like Guybrush. So we gotta change our appearance. Gotta
Why
find a
was
mop.
Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Gross. Okay. So I guess that is a story event required, and now some things have changed. Maybe some shops are open? Okay, Wally might be back.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty pirate.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Good for you, Wally.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Yeah, I know.
I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Alright. You wouldn't have to map to
You would happen
Monkey
to have a
Island.
map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to
I
you.
wonder who he made that for.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all.
Very good.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining.
Yes,
they
like
say
me.
she brings a bad element to
I've been
town,
complaining.
but that bad
Everywhere.
element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
He's got me there.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Yeah, close enough. Okay, pretty sure that's a monocle here.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Yoink.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
No, I snuck it. You didn't see me take it. Damn it.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Woo, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
That is Star Wars joke.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
Very good.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Can I take it? No.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Sense. Map shop.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Let's see.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Huh, never seen one of those before.
Alright, that looks like it is. Hang on.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
The latest continents? Alright, we have a monocle. Might be able to read the serial number. Meanwhile, on LeChuck's ship.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
Oh, there he
You
is.
have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Oh, it's not the original voice.
Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Thanks. Is that negative?
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. The guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea?
Yes.
Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Okay. So,
Hey,
bit disappointing it's not
Hey,
the
kid.
voice actor, the original.
You look like you're having a good time.
It makes things look bigger. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Alright.
They say-
Give Locksmith the serial number.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Hi there.
Hi.
So, hey, can you make me a lock for this? Or make me a key, rather? Have the lock.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
She didn't want any money for it? Okay.
Hey, Guybrush. Hey, kid.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Only one? Can I open both?
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked.
Thanks,
Good
Otis.
luck,
Appreciate
Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Sorry, Stan. Can I go in?
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Hey, Stan. Oh, should be heard. Hey, Stan. Will he let me unlock his key?
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Okay. Alright, now what? Can't get in there. Okay, I need to get a mop. So, head to the bar.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Thanks. Who's this guy?
Yar.
Aye, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up.
Yeah,
that only
probably.
the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah. So,
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
why you have
Then
the
why
thing
don't
then?
you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Ice Cobb.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, they're just gonna keep laughing.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Probably not very long.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Okay. You fired me, by the way.
PG.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Oh, she ate it?
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
I will. Where can I get a mop?
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Okay. What about the
Any
mop?
questions?
Yes. What do you?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, how do I find the mop?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Pretty sure it's in the forest, but okay.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
You are not being very helpful.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Get right on that.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
They want to steal things.
Active little guys, aren't they? Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Alright, got some string. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have it. Should close the door. Can I close it from this side? No. Okay. Alright, what else you got to say for yourself, Cook?
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
Oh,
The roaches
refuse.
stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey!
See the stars on the health certificate? They go off the page.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. That's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Okay, so... Forest? Oh, wait. Is that a trivia card? No, okay. Fastest way is this way? Yep. Okay, forest. To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Right. Gonna need a map for going in there.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
This used to be where you did the trial of combat for the pirate code.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore.
Nice.
I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to
This is your team.
explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Is your team just you?
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Put it back in the
Nah.
clock.
If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
Let's see.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Yeah.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them.
That too,
I had
yeah.
an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
That was a puzzle solution for the first game where you had to. It was grog that was in the mug, but you couldn't. The mug wouldn't last long enough for you to get to the prison to free Otis, so you'd have to collect a bunch of mugs and just opening the inventory menu and transferring the grog to the next mug and so on and so forth until you could get to the prison.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
Well,
I tried it
that's
on
what
though,
we need.
and nothing happened.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Hmm.
The display case is locked.
Oh, that's another one we can look at, so.
It's hopeless. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Okay, so we could potentially use that as a name tag, maybe. We can get the eye patch and maybe bring it to the voodoo lady and she might be able to restore its magic or something.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Okay, I need a better magnifying glass.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Very good.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Oops.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
You'd use the coffin as like a makeshift raft to sail across to where the voodoo lady had her shack in the first game. Maybe it's the second game.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Wait a minute. Not Uncharted. Okay.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
It's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
God damn
What did
it.
it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
God damn it.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook.
Oh, no.
Supposedly
What happened
he
to
was
his other hand?
ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Melee.
He was indeed ambidextrous in that he had hooks on both of his hands. I go this way.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Yoink. It's my cracker mix now. Alright, that's all that's in this room.
especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Okay.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm not role-playing. This is my life.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
What's
No,
plastic?
of course not.
It hasn't been
I deal
invented
in
yet.
Facts.
Is this the thing I spat into?
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map
Yes, it
to the
is.
treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do is get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Great.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow. Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Makes sense.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
A lot of these belong to me.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Makes sense.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
Very
This
creepy.
is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Okay, I think I've seen everything in here. Okay, so I guess the next thing, should maybe get a map from Wally, and then see what he wants for it. Or maybe we can ask Locksmith if
Hi
she
there.
can see
Hi there.
a smaller lock.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Okay, so there isn't an extra thing there. She had run out of crackers, right? Maybe I can give her the cracker mix? Want the cracker mix?
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, got some crackers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I have them.
I've got enough to last me.
Okay, so these will last until we run out of things to do with them. Is the card strong enough for me to open this door? Hey, old woman.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Yeah, I did that. Alright, Wally, help me out here. There's another monocle.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Can I combine these?
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Okay, so this should help me see it better.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys?
Yeah.
Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Okay.
Bye.
We need to get a sliver of the mop.
Huh, never seen one of those before.
Alright, let's talk to Voodoo Lady.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Can I use the key I have?
This key doesn't fit.
Oh well.
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Can I mop it up? I use the mop with anything in this room. No.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Not playing Final Fantasy.
Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Not very practical. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
Maybe.
Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Knife.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless
Does it count as
artifacts.
vandalism if I just take
No
a
problem.
notch out of the board?
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring
shaving.
yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any
What is
tricks
that?
involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults.
Why
Where
clowns?
possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible
Is
universes.
this like a gun liability thing?
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Fair enough. Got myself a knife that I can possibly use to shave some wood off the map.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I
knew it.
could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
It's a frog?
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog.
All right, I can
it's
give
like
this to
a
her.
card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
All right, so we have that for Carla as well.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Delicious. Hang on, what's this?
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Besides, as you're going out of
Your sign
business.
says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Fair enough.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You get
You like
another
that
badger.
metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Okay, fine.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces.
I know, I heard that
It was
part.
said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks.
All right. So we have the monocle, the double monocle, that will allow us to read the serial number. Let's see if we can actually get it out of the... We'd have to give crackers, maybe, to the parrot to get him to look the other way? Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
No.
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always.
Why
But
though?
his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Okay. All Alright then. Right, we got a couple things we can do. Scumbar is closest. Let's see if we can get a shaving of the wood. You're new.
Hi.
Are you my waiter?
No.
I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
Very helpful.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Fancy.
Okay. What happens if I try to take it?
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Stay away from my mom.
Right. Okay, so how do we get him to look the other way when I do this?
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was.
It's very
He
helpful.
says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Okay, so Governor's Mansion. If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
I do. It's very nice.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Okay. Alright, so he's not gonna let me do this or look away until I get
I'll
his
see what I can
recipe
find out.
situation
Thanks.
sorted.
Looks like a mugshot.
Yeah, I'm stuck. And this way. Let's be faster. Okay, Governor's Residence. Let's see if I can use the Frog of Forgiveness.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Alright, one forgiveness frog.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Ow. Okay. Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for blowing you up that one time. Sorry for getting very sorry for our anniversary. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Realize that you are tough on toughness. Admire that you are hard on softness. Value that you are dedicated to dedication. Appreciate that you are keen on bluntness.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, Santa Catalina. It was Santa Catalina, wasn't it?
As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Even though it wasn't really my fault, I promise to do better in the future. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. He scared the shit. He scared the heck out of me.
You scare the heck out of me.
Alright, let's try that again.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Is it tough on toughness? Value that you are dedicated to dedication. I don't know which one of these I meant to guess. Maybe it's hard on softness because of the teddy bear?
I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Alright, don't reject my frog this time.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
That I know one thing about her is the problem? Okay. Alright, let's just talk to her.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Can we try the frog again?
Shit, I haven't changed it.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Okay, so the thing she's annoyed about is I only know one thing about her. Oh wait, there was one about the John Laney.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Right.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Keen. Okay. Wonder if that is important. I'm just gonna check the bust again to make sure it's Santa Catalina.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster,
Yeah, it was.
for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
Okay. Alright, I am not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong there. Let me read it again. Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Let me just read the Santa Catalina thing again. Does it mention hard or soft or anything like that?
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Okay, I don't know. I'll try it again. I'll give her the frog. And if this one doesn't work, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Did I not pick that up already?
This is for you.
Come on, accept the frog.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
Ugh.
You can do better. I reject your frog.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Maybe I need to learn more things. Let's look out, guy. I have anything new to say.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
No.
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
If we can get the serial number. Hopefully.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Okay. Is there anything past? I can't go past that. Okay. So we get the key. Let's just, and more I can do with stands. Can I pry these open, maybe?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
Okay. This one.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
Crackers are back too.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Thanks. Okay. Let's see if we can. Right, so we'll have to see if the crackers work with the parrot. Maybe he'll ignore us. Bye. Meanwhile, at the mansion.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Yeah.
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north.
The Queen.
There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Okay. Have the eye patch, so let's see what the voodoo lady wants. For me to fix it.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Okay, I actually just wanted to inspect it.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Okay.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If
If
you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
It's not the crown on the queen, is it?
Earlier? I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, see what I can do.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Sounds like a cactus or a hedgehog or a porcupine, something like that. Alright, can I talk to them while they're in here now? Oh, they're gone. Okay.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
There it is. Can I cut it?
Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte.
Okay, that must be it. What else is there?
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket.
Let's go this way. Okay, more cactus.
Ah.
Oh, not cactus. Like Venus flytrap or whatever. Okay. We do have like these purple flowers, Venus flytrap, mushrooms. There's probably like a.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
You need to take these paths. Take the Venus flytrap path or whatever. I know that's not the plant. I've forgotten what he called it.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Okay. That should do it. Right? Can't imagine what else she'd be thinking of. Went too far.
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Does it count?
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him.
Hey.
And bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that.
Gross.
That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Yeah.
Why?
What the heck?
Zombified?
I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to.
It'll work. It'll get us on the ship.
You're welcome.
Alright. So that's one thing we've got to get us on the ship. What the fuck do we do to get Carla then? Okay. So the quartermaster won't recognize us as Kuipers. Got that solved. We need to get a mop. For that, we need a map. Wally wants us to find the wood in order so he can make a map. We can't get the wood unless we get a recipe. Carla won't let us take a book out of her. Won't let us take the recipe book unless we apologize to her. I cannot figure out the apology frog.
I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk.
I'm gonna do it. What can I ask? How do I get a map? No. How do I borrow a book from Carla? Where can I find the recipe? I'll figure that out myself. I'm pretty sure it's in the house. How do I borrow a book? You need to get Carla to forgive you before she lets you borrow it. Yeah, I know. The apology you wrote wasn't good enough for Carla. You have to do a better job personalizing it. Yeah, I thought I did. Look around Melee for information about Carla you can use to personalize your apology. Which I did. You've learned few things about Carla's accomplishments. Try using that information to personalize your apology. Use your pen on the forgiveness frog and mention the information you've learned from Carla's election poster. Fuck. There's another poster about her. And I even read it at the beginning and everything.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Tough on toughness. That's literally the only one I didn't pick as well. Son of a bitch. Okay, so she's tough on toughness, Santica, whatever, and don't think the last one makes a difference. Okay, dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing the book.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Santa Catalina.
As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Okay, that should do it. Please. Alright, here's the apology frog. Here you go.
This is for you.
Or the forgiveness frog.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book, and I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Right, I'm taking this book. Borrow ingredients.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
Maybe?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
I won't. Okay, got it. Give this to the cook. He'll be busy cooking thing. I'll be able to take a slice out of his mop. You know, for this being the hard mode version, it's not that hard. I mean, Curse of Monkey Island's hard mode is really hard.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work.
Yep.
Thanks, Guybrush.
No problem. Okay, he's busy. While he's over there...
Brilliant innovation. This
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good.
Okay. Got our piece of wood. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Wally.
Here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Do you want any... Okay, he's gonna give it to me for free. Fair enough. Alright, we got our map. Where is it? There it is. Open the map. Okay, so go in. Follow... Okay, flower. We'll come at the mushroom end. Flower again. We'll come at the cactus end. Why do I keep calling it a cactus? Hang on, let's just go there first. It would be nice if there was a quick key to get to this overland map. There is in Escape from Monkey Island. Okay, so flowers again. And then we came out the plant. I was gonna call it plant instead of flower, or instead of cactus. Came out the plant, mushrooms, and then plant. Okay, so we are beside flowers. Yeah, we're beside flowers. Mushroom, plant, plant, mushroom. Mushroom, plant, plant, mushroom. Okay. Mushroom again. And we're there. Cool. Adorable hedgehog family.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. It's like there's a welcoming committee.
Anything past this? Alright, this is it.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Melee Island mop handle tree.
Okay. Realizing this now, I'm not sure I can actually get it. Can I use this to cut? You guys aren't angry if I do this. Several hours later. Ah, Guybrush, what have you done? No. Sorry, guys.
Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
Oh.
It's probably time for them to fly south.
Oh.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Okay, well, we got our mop.
I carved it myself.
I presume it's the plush toy.
I made a mop. I think I'm ready to set sail. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
We're gonna lose it in the next mission, probably. What was the sponge for? Okay, that's all done. I guess I'm not meant to get Stan's toothbrush? Like, it's not related to the rest of the puzzle or anything, or the rest of the game, so maybe we come back here and I'll do it then.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, shoddy stuffed animal. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Meanwhile...
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Is it Murray? Bet you it's Murray. Alright, we're away. Chapter 1, presumably. Oh, someone's chasing us. Part 2, A Dangerous Journey.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and
not
said,
just,
I'm your
sure.
captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank.
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab.
First
I want to hear the
swab.
capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a
Am I
union or
not
something.
going to be swabbing?
How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule.
Got
You
it.
are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
That's literally what I was going to ask.
Can I leave the hold?
No!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Yeah, I know, but
I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
someone stabbed him in the back from the looks of things.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well,
Yeah.
perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty.
Ah, that'd be nice.
But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
Wow, okay. That's an image.
What if I need to, you know...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
Gross.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Alright, ghost chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're
Red
supposed
sauce.
to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling.
The
As if
hell
it
was that?
Clean. Now, get to work.
What is that?
Yo ho, yo ho, pirate's life for me.
Careful now, Guybrush. We'll have Disney after us. Alright, what is this gross shit? Oh, I can't look at it. It's funny that the ghost chicken has a ghost egg in its bum. Well, cloaca or whatever they have. What's our new thing? Sail to Monkey Island. Right, working on it. Find a way to escape the hold. Okay. Open the trivia book. Okay, can I answer any more of these? What does Guybrush porcelain? Alright, porcelain's not there. Well, he was grossed out by mushrooms. Mushrooms it is. Okay. What is next? To a dead end on Terror Island. of these are very specific. Which of these is not in the park? Damn it. What is the Le Ship cat's name? Okay, we haven't found him yet. How many torches are initially? Okay, I must have... Alright, this must have been in the governor's mansion? You must be able to go back and pick it up if you failed. Wow. No idea. First released on IBM? Yeah. Development mission, okay, I took. Ah, boo. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna leave it there for today, at least. However, you might have noticed this is Foley Fables, so this is a series that I do where I play mostly narrative-driven games. Monkey Island is a kind of a puzzle game, but I do think it kind of falls into the same lap as that kind of thing. So we'll be continuing this on Wednesday, and it will pretty much become the Wednesday game from here on out. So yeah, hopefully see some of you for some more Monkey Island as we move into part 2 of Return to Monkey Island. I'm having a big wave of nostalgia hitting me playing this game, so it's a lot of fun. It's very funny. It's very well done. It's nice that they had the scrapbook for the other games. I don't think they're going to actually talk about any of them, but it's nice that it's there and they didn't just dismiss it entirely. So, that's good. I know Ron Gilbert wasn't particularly happy with the direction the series went afterwards, but at least they haven't just said, you know what, we're just going to ignore them. Like, they're there a little bit. Anyway, hopefully see you guys on Wednesday for a bit more of this. If you want to check out any of the other Foley Fables, they're over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/doomtrain5. Or if you happen to be watching this on the YouTube channel, most of my videos are now done live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/doomtrain5. So either of those two, you can check those out. Thanks for dropping in, Doomtrain Inc., Daradactyl, and the man's old ger. The man's sold ger? I don't know. Anyway, I also noticed you followed about 2 hours ago, so I'm terrible about checking all of these, but appreciate it. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for a bit more of this. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.